Good morning! Welcome to the Coquihalla Highway through hell. We have just left Merritt and done the first climb, so we're approaching our descent down to Larson Hill, and then we'll climb Larson Hill. It'll be a hard climb since we are very close to max US weight. It's the heaviest load I've had in weeks. Had to actually be careful where we put the load back there to make sure it was balanced. You say Timmy or Jimmy? I guess I'm neither, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're southbound. We'll see how far we get. Might be a little bit of a longer video. Try to get to the Coquihalla summit. We'll see how it goes. With a load this heavy, it'll be a hard, slow climb. I mean, it's nothing like a fully loaded Canadian weight Super B climb, but we'll still be one of the slower trucks climbing these hills. I guess that's not even true because there's lots of Super Bs on here. Speed limit on this highway, 120 kilometers per hour, 75 miles per hour. For those American friends that are watching. I know you guys have a bunch of highways that are 75, 80, even 85, but not on steep climbs and winding highway like this. Oh yeah, by the way, wildfire smoke all around and my eyes are on fire. Can't wait to get out of the smoke. But Canada's just on fire. I guess so's the US. The West Coast is just on fire. Not even just the West Coast. It goes pretty far inland. Gear do I want here? Is this just a little dip? Yeah, it's just a little dip. Okay. Don't have to be downshifting yet. This I'd be sent down. I think so. I'll slow down. Don't know this highway well enough to know where I need to be and what gear I have to be in. So I'd rather slow down early. This doesn't look like a descent yet, does it? Just a minor, or a little descent, not a big one. Yeah, we're climbing a little bit again that way. is to hit the bottom of Larson Hill at 120 kilometers per hour. Now we got as much momentum as possible to go up the other side, because we have to drive through this valley. So Highway 5 actually goes all the way from Hope along Highway 3/Highway 1 all the way up to Highway 16. But it is only called the Coquihalla Highway between Merritt and Hope. The rest of the highway is just Highway 5 or BC 5 or British Columbia 5. Don't know how fast this grain truck will be downhill. Hesitant on passing. Until we know. See on the other side of the valley, so the smoke is a bit thinner down this way. See the pipeline scar on the other side. Bing, bing, bing. Basically, I downshifted at the same time the automatic decided to downshift. So me and the computer were putting in too many commands at the same time. Okay, here's our descent, because I can see our highway on the other side. Just a little bit of a ribbon on the other side. Four-way flashers on. Try to do it at 80 kilometers per hour, see how that holds. This side descent is much smaller than the climb we have to do on the other side. Yeah, this isn't bad. Grain truck is already starting to get speed. We're going to do the same thing. And we're hitting at 110. I think I'll just stay in this lane. We'll put our four-way flashers back on as we start slowing down. No trucks allowed in the left lane. Alright, four-way flashers back on. Climb Larson Hill. Now all the burnt trees we see over here, that's from last year. Canada Highway 1 is closed due to fires along that way, so there's definitely more traffic on this route. Down to 50 kilometers per hour. Slowly losing speed as we climb hard. Cummins is working hard. 500 horse. X15. Down to 40 kilometers an hour. Almost to the top of Larson Hill. It'll be interesting to see how far they are on all that bridge construction and bridge replacement from the floods 2 years ago now. It's a lot of work replacing all those bridges. The Highway 1 still has lots of construction too. There's an abandoned flat deck. Super B. And then there's a broken down truck and van on the other side. Just a dry van. Yep, just a dry van. 5-axle. Larson Hill. Now we get a little bit of easy traveling. We'll get through those bridges before we climb up to the summit. Get to do a brake check, and then down the smasher. Yes, people always argue how beautiful this highway is. I will argue and say, okay, fine, you're right. But Trans-Canada Highway 1, between Kamloops and Hope, same thing where this road is, Kamloops to Hope. Trans-Canada Highway 1 takes an hour longer, but is way more beautiful. Following the Thompson River at the first part, and then when the Thompson River flows into the Fraser River, follow the Fraser River the rest of the way to Hope. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drive. I've got videos of that too. I think a month ago or two I did one going through stunningly beautiful Fraser Canyon. Just call it the canyon. If you want to take the more efficient route and still see beautiful scenery, yeah, this is the highway to take. If you have any kind of car problems, engine problems in your car, your RV, don't take this route. Just don't do it. Seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then this one, 7, 8 broken down vehicles. Just the connector and the Coquihalla so far. The connector and Coquihalla are very punishing on vehicles. Most of the construction we see beside the road, like right over here on the left-hand side, is all pipeline work. Chips overboard. I didn't want to stay up in that cupboard. It's like an open cupboard. Who designs open cupboards in a big rig? Apparently Kenworth. I always put all my light stuff up there, like bread and chips, stuff like that. That way if it falls, it's not going to hit me in the back of the head or if I'm in an accident, I'm not going to slam on the brakes and have it come hit me on the head. It's 32 degrees Celsius. It's a warm day. Who's out there? "70 kilometers per hour. Alrighty. I know better than to speed in construction zones. First off, you don't want to kill anyone. Just do the construction speed limit. And guess where the cops like to hang out? Just do the speed limit. In construction zones, it's double the fine. The river we're following is Coldstream. It flows down to Merritt. Not much of a river here this time of year. Oh, the chips first fell into the bed and now they fell onto the floor. Yeah, that's alright. I wanted crushed chips anyway, right? It's not me flashing 87. Oh, they've moved those lanes onto the new bridge. Okay. And now they're replacing the other lane. So one of the bridges is all the way done. And oh, this one's well on its way as well. I wonder if they'll open this year or not. quite the bump. Well on the way to finish that. Where we picked up these bridge parts that we have on the back, they said they had their last orders for the bridge parts for Kicking Horse. So the last sections are going to be going in here in the next 2 months. I'm wondering if they're going to have Kicking Horse all the way done by winter. That would be nice. That 70, I guess that 71 is me, okay. I'm like, wait, that is me. I know, how dare I be one over. Looks like there's no cops in the construction zone today, but and it looks like this bridge is actually all the way replaced, so it's all the way fixed. Might get done this year. Only took 2 years. It's actually impressive speed. Cool. So there's still some work being done beside the road, but that might be pipeline related. Sweet. Construction zone, hammer down. Nice, that's nice. Made really good progress on that.
Let's slow right down here and then pull from this bridge in the road.
Sounds like a wide load behind us.
Yeah, I went across here 70 the other day, just about jerked your head off.
All right. A little bit of climbing as we get closer to the summit here. None of this climbing is super steep. We won't slow down, very, very slow, but a little bit of climbing to the summit, do our brake check. There's a nice rest area. There's no gas at all between Merritt and Hope. So if you're coming this way, make sure you fuel up in Merritt. This rest area is a little bit off the main road here, but it is a heated restroom. It's not a great restroom, not like a nice American restroom, but it's close to an American restroom.
Going up the hill.
So these U-turn routes, U-turn route only, those were built here when this was still toll highway. If you didn't want to pay the toll, you could come up to these U-turn routes, U-turn and go back the other way.
So, if you tell me what type of vehicles you have. Alright, never mind, I'm just driving by. Okay, bye-bye.
Sounds like someone was bitter there. Here they've got digital signs for your speed. So you've got to look at them, and the speed will change on you as you go. If the weather gets bad, the numbers will read lower. point out where the tolls used to be. There used to be a whole bunch of tolls across the highway. Had to be at least, what, 8 lanes wide? Maybe wider than that. Maybe 10 or 12 lanes wide altogether. It's just lane after lane after lane. Not sure why you had to sneak in between me and the other truck, but I kind of needed that room. Food truck open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. At which rest area? This one over here? Oh, you need to do the rest area. Why didn't you stay behind me then? Rest area is actually on the left-hand side, so you pull off to the right, go over the top of the overpass here, go down into the rest area. Having said that, just down the road, where the tolls used to be, there are rest areas there too. Not really trucker-friendly rest areas, but if you're in a car, vehicles must use Zupkias brake check in 10.6 kilometers. That would be just after the summit. Yeah, we'll easily make it to the top of the summit and down the Smasher. Cool. I know we're driving directly to the sun here. Luckily, I've got more than just the one camera angle. Hello, Juan here. It is. I'm all right. Still haven't passed the stone, but I'm doing all right. Yeah, I've passed the last two I've had, so this is my third one, and I hadn't had any issues yet. So, yeah, I think that's probably a good plan to see if it's moving, and if I also get lots of pain or something, I'll come on in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a long haul truck driver, so I have to keep that in mind too, of where I go and when I go. Sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye. That's my doctor calling. I've got a kidney stone, 10 millimeters big. Yay! I'm fine. It's just pain. I can handle pain. Pain is something I've never really had to fight with. It's rare that I hit the type of pain that puts me into the ER. Dry Gulch, heck of a pass. There's some beautiful old railroad tunnels down on the bottom, and if you pull over here and fly a quadcopter down there, you can see some beautiful tunnels. You should do that someday. tunnels and trestle bridges. As people always comment that a lot of this highway is built on old railroad bed. But apparently this dry gulch section over here, the railroad was almost impossible to stay open, so they took a different route and bypassed that steep, dangerous section where there's always avalanches. Built the road quite a bit higher up. Built this highway in 20 months. Oh, did I miss the tolls? I don't know. Did we go past the rest area? Got the phone call now, I don't know. I think we passed the rest area already. My apologies. Yeah, because the summit is over here already. Yeah, we're definitely past that. We're coming up to the brake check here. Lots of pipeline work being done right here. Look at that huge mountain of just slab rock. Just a big single chunk of rock. Okay, I'll do my brake check. Right back. This is always a full house. It gets much worse in the winter. Dump with my garbage. Alrighty. Down the smasher we go. Oh, engine brakes. Need those on. Definitely need those on. Fan on. I'm in 13th gear right now. What am I, 18 gears? I'm in 13th. Super B's going to be slower than us. Gear a little too high. We're slowly gaining speed. Let's ride the brakes just a little bit. Get one lower gear. Pick the gear too high. You see that platform on the left-hand side there? That is a place for the military to set up their guns, avalanche guns. Shoot up into the mountains.
You on this one, Bernie? Looks like you, brother Brian.
So they control when the avalanche comes down.
How are you today, my brother? Not too bad. Hey, I'm just on the phone here, bud. I'll talk to you in a minute here.
The Bear Snow Shed. Alright, I think we're far enough. I can start upshifting. Was that for? Is there another slow truck on the other lane or what? No? You just wanted to cut in front of me? Okay. I don't know why he moved over in front of me like that. I fully intended to pass him in the tunnel, but... There's another platform on the right. They're all out of repair. They never use those anymore, but that's what they were originally designed for. Now they just come up here and set up their howitzer guns and fire with those. Or they fly a helicopter over top and drop explosive on a timer. Slow moving vehicles next 4 kilometers. Here's another platform they used to use right there. And the guns would just attach right to the top of those stands in the middle. Close the highway down, blast at the mountain, let all the snow come down, clear the snow, and then open the highway again. Excuse me. There's another platform right there. Don't see any slow traffic. I was hoping the smoke would clear up the further we went down this way, but no luck so far. Someone lost a tire in an explosive manner. There's another platform hidden in there. They're all over the place. I swear the smoke's getting thicker. Unless that's just dust from the pipeline construction. Descent here. Definitely a lot faster down the Smasher than going up it. Yeah, so as far as wildfires go, there's no fires that are threatening to close this highway as of right now. But honestly, that changes so fast. Fires can just start and spread. In 24 hours, the scene can be completely different. Here comes one more descent here where a lot of RVs tend to burn down at the bottom. Some big rigs, people think they're off the Smasher, off the Coquihalla. We're at the bottom, it's gotten flat here. But then all of a sudden you have another steep descent. You weren't expecting it. Here. And then people burn out their brakes, and by the bottom the brakes are on fire and their RVs burning up in fire because RVs are just tinder boxes ready to go. Favorite coffee, Timmy's, Ladner Creek. That's a chain on the road. That's dangerous. It's like a load chain. There we go. Now all the serious downhill is done. Take all the momentum you have coming down that and keep it up. Coquihalla River we just crossed over. Bit of a rough and bumpy road here. Now as far as flood damage over here, I think it's pretty much all fixed as well. Man, I guess the smoke is just blowing this direction. I was hoping to be smoke free tonight. sure why we are got construction here. It might be pipeline related because it is all beside us, but it's all off the road. Oh, is this a bridge they're replacing here as well? They're doing a lot of work down on the river anyway. Yeah, this is another bridge they're replacing that had a lot more minor flood damage, but enough that they are replacing it, yeah. So this is already brand new and they're replacing the other side. Forgot about this one. Hood is being squeaky. Guess when I opened it up today morning to fill washer fluid, it didn't quite sit back down. Now it's decided to be squeaky. Quite obnoxious. Not that far from the end of the Coquihalla. Mile Creek. Does that mean it's still 10 miles to Hope? At least maybe the old original railroad. Up ahead a bit, there's the Othello tunnels, and that's the original train tunnels from way back in the day, pre-Coquihalla. Steamers would go through there. There we go, Othello Road right here. Well, 3,000 meters. The building over here on the left-hand side was for a cable car. Trying to remember what it was for. Cable car would go up on the other side. I think it was part of avalanche control related. back in the day. Yeah, it looks like they're done with the pipeline here on this side. Put a bunch of logs and stuff on top of the pipeline. They do that so that off-roading vehicles don't decide to make that a brand new road. It sure would be a nice place to make a brand new off-road. I guess the logs also help from erosion. Quite the big crane setup over here. Oh, the pipeline goes up and over that mountain. Got it. They got to use cranes to build. Wow, craziness. This part of the highway's all been fixed too. If you remember the flood 2 years ago, it washed away this side of the highway. The left lanes were good, but the right lanes next to the river up ahead got completely washed away. They had to rebuild the whole bed and make it safe from future erosion. Here, you can see the new pavement. Right over here, this all got washed away. This lane, everything got washed away. Had to completely rebuild it. Blasted a lot of rock, big jagged rock to help prevent future erosion. And all of that rock was blasted from the rock cut up here. Here's the beginning of the rock cut. Two locations where all that rock came from. It's on our left-hand side, right here. You see that little road going up? So this used to be a much taller rock cut on the left-hand side. You can see the fresh blasts up there. It blasted a lot of rock off of there. That is now even with the highway on the other side. The northbound lanes, that rock cut there is even with those northbound lanes. And then the rest of the rock came from just up ahead here at the intersection. Right up there, you see up top, they're still working up there. They're still doing some blasting up there. There's still rock coming from that little mountain up there, and they're blasting that away. Alright, that's the end of the Coquihalla. Here we enter Highway 3, Hope, Princeton. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a bit of a longer one, but I had fun. Hope you guys had fun too. I'll see you guys tomorrow in hopefully smoke-free environment. We'll be south of Seattle, south of Tacoma, south of Olympia. What's it called? I need to remember this for the border. Rochester, I'm trying to remember. Where are we going to be tomorrow? Is it Rochester? Rochester? I don't know how you pronounce that. Rochester, something like that. Anyway, I am out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys absolutely rock. Gotta wait. Can't honk at these nice people. Gotta wait. Here we go. I think we got a little bit of a gap.